Do I look tired? Do I sound tired? Mm-hmm. I'm talking to the camera. I was out until 3 in the morning last night eating ramen because I had to skip dinner yesterday. So it's a little bit of a struggle. I'm obviously not at home. I'm in Dallas right now for DreamHack. And I know a lot of you guys have talked to me about starting to make YouTube videos, what equipment you need, and what kind of things you should do. So I thought I'd share while I'm out of town what my gear backpack looks like when I travel around and make videos.
And now you've got yourself something funky.
And by the way, there's gonna be a vlog of this entire week on my personal channel that I'm finally starting back up. Link in the description, youtube.com/HarrisHeller. If you wanna see what it looks like to go to an event and be behind the scenes and everything that I'm doing, link down in the description to my channel and also to the video. So let's start with the backpack itself. This is my travel backpack that I take everywhere I go. I've used it on every trip for the last 2 years. It is a Peak Design backpack, especially designed for camera equipment. It's nice and sturdy, so I never have to worry about anything breaking or stuff falling out of it. It's got a ton of little pouches. It's got a top pouch where I can fit my laptop and a separate sleeve for like an iPad or a book with a separate little pouch in there for things like adapters. If I feel like bringing my Switch, it fits right in there, nice and snug. Pockets on the sides for chargers and adapters. Big old main section here for big pieces of stuff, and a nice little divider system where I can put different things that go together, different things that maybe sharp things in one slot and things with screens in another slot or lenses. These dividers are dope too. They can like flip up and you can divide the dividers, which is kind of inception-y. And I'm a little bummed because I just actually had a purple soda pop inside this thing this weekend, and I've kept it in pristine condition, but not anymore. I guess like these things are meant to be like used and loved, and so I can't be that upset about it, but it hurt just a little bit. It's also got this nice little locking mechanism. You pull on it and it won't open. You have to pull out and down and then out again, and then it comes off. So like you're walking around with thousands of dollars of gear. If someone doesn't know how to open it, it doesn't open. It doesn't open if you pull down, doesn't open if you pull out. You gotta go out, then down, then out. It's a really great backpack. I'm a big fan. I also like the top handle. That's really nice. Oh, and one more thing on the backpack. This guy right here. By the way, my voice, it's not just that I'm tired. I've been talking for like 8 hours a day all weekend in a really loud environment, and then last night I went to a really loud metal concert and it was amazing. But this guy right here that goes on the strap, so when I'm walking around it's like this. This is really fancy. Check this out. When I'm only carrying one camera and I'm going by myself, I like to carry at least 2 lenses, and it snaps on. It's basically a mount like what's on your camera, so the lens snaps onto it. And then when you need to, you take off this lens, stick it on the top because it's double-sided, pull this side off with a little quick release button right here. So you know, then the new one's sticking up awkwardly like this. Flip it around, and you're ready to go with the new lens. I love this thing. Also by Peak Design. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Peak Design. They just make a lot of really cool camera stuff that I really liked. I'm also open to it though, so that's the thing. Okay, backpack done. Let's talk about the only thing that's actually not in the backpack, which is what we're using right now. I never put my camera in my backpack. I like to carry it around. One, I don't want it bouncing around in there, but two, that's like the whole point, is to film stuff. And so I'm always wearing a backpack and carrying the camera. It's not this camera actually. I usually leave this one at home. It's this camera right here. My new favorite camera at the moment is the Canon EOS R. And of course we got the bendy tripod that is great, but also inconvenient at times. This is my main camera rig. So the Canon EOS R is Canon's new full frame mirrorless camera. And it's basically a Canon 5D, which I love, but in a smaller form factor and a flip out screen, which is game changing because this is my 5D. This is my previous camera, and my only qualm with it, I don't care how big it is. I don't care how heavy it is. I'm not a tiny person, so I can carry it. But my problem is it doesn't have the flip out screen, and I vlogged on this thing for forever, and to shoot without being able to see what you're shooting was the most difficult part. So to have essentially the exact same hardware as a 5D but with a flip out screen, oof. Game changing. Well, while we're on the topic of cameras though, let's talk about camera number 2. So I brought 2 cameras to this trip, and I'm actually bringing 2 cameras to a lot of trips lately because, you see? Because this is another thing I didn't bring in my backpack. There's lemonade over there. It's early. He didn't even stay out as late as I did. No, he went to bed on time. I had to find food. But he's been coming around with me as my cameraman. It's been a nice little partnership we got going on here. And so while I'm using this camera, generally with my wide angle lens, I'm using the 16-35, the f4. I would love the f2.8. It's very expensive. Can't justify that right now. He's been walking around with the Canon 5D with the 24-70, a little bit more of a cinematic shot with the f2.8, so you get the more zoomed in shots, the more shallow depth of field, a little more cinematic looks for pictures and also for really cool video. This has been his camera rig. Next thing, let's see what else we got in here. We got extra microphones in case we both need a microphone. This is the next big thing in my backpack that I always take with me. So this is a gimbal. Put the camera on here. You know, why don't I just do it? Check this out. Doesn't matter what I do. It always faces the same direction. Here, I'm just gonna face right at you. I can twist it, go forward, side to side. So when you see those super cinematic shots like you saw at the very beginning of this video, this is how we did it, with the gimbal like this. It's also got a separate attachment with like 2 handles if you want to go crazy. I'm not actually crazy about this model. It was kind of a cheaper one I got at the time, and if I use a heavy camera like this, especially with this heavy lens, the 24-70, sometimes the footage gets a little bit bouncy. It's not really designed for a camera this heavy. It says it in the weight limit it can do it, and I've gotten some good shots with it, but generally when we use this gimbal, we use it on this camera right here. Yeah, this is a huge tool in my backpack though, so we can get those really cool, smooth, cinematic slow-mo shots, and they look just amazing. I got another big thing over here I've already taken out. You know what, I'm actually gonna leave that cool thing for last, so you guys won't quit watching. Kidding, but not kidding. Got the computer slot, obviously fit my laptop. This is my MacBook Pro, this is what I edit on. Because I'm a little annoyed, I mean, I love that they went all USB-C, I think that's fantastic, but I do wish, I mean, I feel like right here, they could have kept at least like a micro SD slot. I don't know why they completely took out the SD card. I would happily shoot on a micro SD card and an adapter on my camera and then just stick it right in here. But they completely took out the SD slot on the new MacBook Pros. So I got this little guy. There's a little adapter that goes, you can see it's got 2 USB-C slots right there. Plug it right to the side and you got a bunch of extra IO. 2 USB-Cs, SD, micro SD, 2 USB 3s. Anything I need to plug in there, I get with this guy. I want to say they're like 40 bucks on Amazon. They're great. So on the inside of these little flaps on the backpack, these 3 nice little convenient pouches right here. These are, I just need to show you. I keep telling you, I need to show you. Check it out, this is one of my Canon batteries. This fits perfectly right in there. Look how snug that is. Look how nice that is. You can fit 3 of them right in there. So I always bring a ton of extra batteries and a battery charger. Sometimes I like to bring 2 chargers if I know I'm gonna be shooting a ton, or we have 2 cameras and I wanna like be able to charge both of them at a time while we replace both batteries. But I brought 4 batteries, 2 cameras, 4 batteries, 1 charger, and it's been fine this weekend. And the very last piece of my camera setup is something that I take everywhere with me, and I don't shoot on it enough, but it is my DJI Mavic drone. They do have a lot of new, more compact, cool ones, but this thing is just fantastic. I haven't felt the need to spend like $1,000 to upgrade it because I get amazing shots on the drone, and it folds up to next to nothing. And it fits perfectly in my backpack. Look at that. So any drone shots you see, those are shot with my Mavic, the original DJI Mavic Pro. This little guy, throw my phone in there, it works great. And I wanna say that's just about everything. That is my travel setup. Is there anything else I'm missing? I mean, do you need me to tell you that I bring my phone? I can show you the book that I'm bringing. There, a little insight into not production, but into me. This is something I do on the go. This is my Japanese workbook, so I can learn, expand the mind, become a better person. Unlike Sleepy McSleeperson back here. So just a reminder, if you want to see what kind of content this kind of gear situation makes, feel free to go over to youtube.com/HarrisHeller. Check out my vlog for the whole weekend. Plus you get to see what it's like to be behind the scenes at a huge gaming expo like DreamHack, which we were all weekend. Today's the last day. What time is it?
It's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Last day starts in about 2 hours. I don't know, I feel like I should probably take a nap. Either way, I've been meeting a ton of you guys. It's been a lot of fun. If you have any questions or want to talk about any of the gear I have, make sure you go to twitch.tv/HarrisHeller. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening, and sometimes Saturday mornings. Or if you want to talk gear with any of the community, you can go to the Discord link below. We've got an amazing group of people that love talking gear and tech and gaming and anime and really just get to know other people with your similar interests so you can game with them and collab on Twitch. Hey, do you think I need sleep or caffeine?
Caffeine.
Caffeine. Hope you enjoyed this, guys, and as always, happy streaming.
I am Soda Poppin's text-to-speech.
Oh, are you?
Hi, chat.
Oh my God! No! Okay, do some more.
Hi. Wow. Can you play more? Pepe, wow.
Guys,
7,
can someone
2,
please clip? Can you? Oh, okay.
2,